Yeah. Hold on, let me put
Yo. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Hud. We got episode 7 of the Various Negroes Talking podcast, and I have some special guests with me, uh, or various Negroes. So, so we got
Why can't be
Keandre.
a special guest?
Hmm?
Why we can't be special guests? Why we gotta be various Negroes? We special.
Yeah, but it's more than just me. So
special,
various
very.
Negroes.
Special Negro.
All right, we got special various Negroes talking. So we got Keandre here.
Hey,
We got
y'all.
Aisha.
Hey,
in the building. How was y'all day so far? How was y'all week been so far? It's only Wednesday, so
I was off work today, so my week is great. Off
already.
relax.
I already know. You even gotta.
I want to go back to being a senior airman if I could. I'm just saying.
Really? Is that bad?
Cause you in that middle stage where you responsible for stuff, but you not. So if you say I don't know, it's okay. Like I want to be there.
Okay, that's funny. All right, so as y'all know, we had a very eventful, historic Sunday night. So as we all know, everybody's been beating the dead horse with it at this point. Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. So how do you feel? Who wants to take it first?
I'll go. I wasn't even watching it right until I saw a video that was like, I started seeing everybody say like, oh, was that real? Was that real? Was it staged? And so I tuned in, and they did like a little, I kind of caught the end of it, and I was like, oh shit, it might be staged, and until he did the rant afterward about keep my wife's name out your mouth. And I was like, oh, this is real, like on TV. And they tried to block it out, but you're still catching it. I think he did act on emotions like he said, but sometimes if you already kind of, he's been the butt of a lot of jokes lately for the last year or two at least. And so I think he kind of got I kind of think he just was at his breaking point, and it just so happened to be on live TV.
Hey.
Yeah. You can keep going, sorry.
Oh yeah, I think it was he just so happened to be on live TV, so I'm not mad at him. I think maybe he could have waited until after he got the Oscar. I don't know, but I ain't mad.
I feel like it would have been a little bit more gangster if he went up there and just whispered in his ear and just walked out.
Right.
They were like, "Hey, what the fuck just happened?"
I think Will Smith is hurting. He is going through something, and don't nobody know what he's going through because we all just think, oh, it's because Jada cheating, but it could be more than that going on in his life. And I think that
he like we all know they got their little thing or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But from the outside looking in, we'd be like, oh, it's Jada in August. That's why he mad. We still want to tie it to that, but that might not be the case.
Exactly. And I think Will said they were separated at that time too.
Exactly. But I think he just that too. He wanted to slap the hell out of Jada. She probably gave me a look like, this your moment. Get your snap out.
It's your moment.
Get your lick. But I think he hurt. And I think that he doesn't want to I don't know if he really want to get help, or he don't know how to get help, or he don't know where to get help from without judgment, which is exactly what we're doing. Judging him and lashing out.
So did you he had a YouTube series called Best Shape of My Life, and he came out with his book. So like I read his book. A lot of stuff that he detailed in there, it kind of makes sense. Like you can tell this shit has been building up in him for a minute.
Yeah.
Like he talked about domestic violence, witnessing that and feeling like a coward for not protecting his mother.
And now he got to protect his wife.
Yeah, and now he got like different situations that he had to grow up with and deal with like that. So if you read the book, a lot of it's just like it was just a matter of time before he blew the hell up. Didn't nobody know when and where it was gonna happen. It just so happened to be
that soda bottle that you shake up.
Right.
Yeah.
You shaking up that soda bottle, you give it to somebody and they open it and that's it. And Chris Rock opened up the damn soda bottle and that's what he get.
So,
Exactly.
y'all, how do you feel about all the now that all that's over, the slap and all that stuff? How do you feel about all the extra stuff going on as far as like all the blowback? Everybody's traumatized and just, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. So,
What is Chris Rock brother name? I cannot remember this man's name.
It's something silly.
Who?
Troy?
Tony?
Is it Troy?
It's
Troy?
Tony. His brother
Tony. Tony. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Tony. It's Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So he doing all that talking on Twitter. Like you got slapped. So because your brother got slapped, you talking about he don't accept the man apology. Ain't nobody apologize to you anyway. He didn't slap you.
Mm-hmm.
He slapped your brother. This is not your fight.
I feel like he trapped. He wants to leave.
He do. He wants to leave. He just scared to leave because he's scared of what Willow gonna do.
Oh wow! Wait a minute. Why Willow?
I'm just saying, look, Willow look like she'll kick ass before Jada.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I think the celebrities that's saying, they traumatized, they can't believe they witnessed it, blah blah blah. I think
this is what they daddy slapping somebody.
People been going in on Zoe Kravitz today because she made some slick comments, like, and all the other celebrities been making comments along the same lines, and it's like,
we said y'all worry about a slap, but y'all ain't see me in this white dress. That's what she said.
Right. Well, girl, ain't nobody studying you.
Ain't nobody studying you in your little.
I just find it odd, like they choose to be traumatized by shit like that. When I just see like they're literally just a whole video online with two little girls dying on live, and you have a 14-year-old boy from St. Louis falling off the ride, like, and this is one thing that
y'all focus on slap. Y'all mama ain't never slapped y'all daddy, like.
Hold up, whoa.
I'm just saying, we be slapping people all the time, and we focus on the TV slap.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think his career is gonna go from this point on? Like, I don't think he's gonna be any blowback as far as like.
I don't think any major blowback.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like that bad for years, but there's literally like I think it's empowering the wrong people to speak up. Like OJ said something.
OJ said if he'd have slapped somebody, he'd have been in jail.
Of course you would have.
OJ should still be in jail.
Of course you would have been in jail.
OJ should never got out of jail.
OJ would have been like, that was y'all saw me walk up on this stage, but I ain't slapped that man. OJ, we saw you slap that man.
Mm-hmm.
Then Alec Baldwin, I think that's the wildest one to me. Like you literally just killed the person.
Less than a year ago.
Yep.
A few weeks.
That's what it's gonna do because Will Smith is. Yeah, he's special to us black people, but he more so special to the white people. He like the token black man to them. And they're like, oh no, not Will slapping somebody on TV. That's equivalent to a white man slapping somebody on TV.
Yeah.
They hurt.
He's a safe Negro, basically.
Yeah. I was happy that he still received his Oscar and still got embraced afterward, though. Like people knew that was outside of his norm, so they went to console him because they knew that shit was off out of his character.
You think they talked about it backstage though?
I'm sure.
When you graduate high school, you get that piece of paper when you walk across the stage. But when you go to the back, it's just a piece of paper that ain't a diploma.
Right.
You didn't really graduate, but they let you walk.
Mm-hmm.
You think they took the award back after?
I don't think they took the award back.
I think they're gonna take the award. I think they're gonna take it back. But at this point, that award really don't mean nothing because it's just like we saw him get the award. We saw everything that he accomplished, whatever.
And honestly, let's get into it. Why was that his first? Have y'all seen the movie? I mean, it was a great movie, but he's been in way more powerful roles that he should have got an Oscar for.
Yeah,
that was his first one. I thought it was good, but not that great.
What was the movie?
The one. So no, he was up for Ali, but he lost to Denzel in Training Day.
Okay.
And then he was up for Pursuit of Happiness, but then he lost to
probably Jamie Foxx in that violin movie.
No, that movie wasn't good. Why is everybody? That movie was awful. That movie was awful. But then we talking about what was the dude? Oh, Forrest Whitaker when he played Idi Amin. So both times that he was up for the best actor, whatever, he got outshined
by somebody in the black community.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he got outshined by the blacks. I won't say the true blacks, but the true blacks.
So he had a smack a black to get back. That's what's up.
That's crazy. The moment you show your ass on TV, you finally get what you deserve.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about like people saying like, "Oh my God, they'll never let a black man like run the Oscars again"? Because you know this was Will Packard production; he produced it and everything like that. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't think that's gonna stop black people because you can't control what other folk do.
But we are the creative talent, so that's not gonna stop, and they know that. They
Why do you think we don't even take our own award series? Like we got the
We got the BET, baby.
NAACP awards, the BET awards.
Yeah,
I guess it's not as prestigious, but I wonder why though. Like it could be because if we all united and made it as powerful, but I don't know.
it might be because the stuff that we do, like fully black people, it don't reach the white people. We got to reach them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think personally, you know, black people. I think we are the culture for the most part. Like,
yeah,
every little TikTok dance you've seen has been.
Baby, I'd be like,
black.
Black.
y'all try to do that slide yet?
Yes. But then my knee started to hurt and I have to just give it up.
I'm clumsy. I ain't gonna even try.
Did you get the glide yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that because I had. All right, so that was my little childhood nickname because I had a box and my ears was like my ears. Me and him had the same ears. I grew into my ears though. Thank God.
And your cousin telling all the business.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
Secrets.
Hey, that's the last thing you tell, damn it.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna message you on Facebook because I need to know all the family secrets.
Lord, please, Lord, no, please. If I get desperate, I'm gonna go on here one-on-one by myself and just tell on everybody.
You're gonna be like, it was Michael who peed in the bed in third grade. It wasn't me.
Nah, speaking of, if you still watching this, let's not act like. Remember that time we had to sit on my grandmother's porch and he did the whole movie of Friday line for line by himself.
Oh shit!
That's Mississippi.
That's the cousin.
That's when you grew up in. Yeah, when you grew up in the
both parts, all the parts.
Every part.
That's how you knew you watched it too much.
Yeah, but when you grew up in the country and stuff. Like I grew up in Vaughn, Mississippi, one of the countryest places in America, right next to a cotton field. You ain't really got shit else to do.
Yeah, but reenact.
Like, yeah, just reenact movies and it's too hot. It's too hot in the country. You got to sit on the porch.
Yeah,
you're hot as shit. Like you've been in Mississippi before. I know you from Mississippi.
I'm from
know.
My hometown, probably country. We did the same thing.
Exactly.
I Mississippi.
Mississippi.
I hear the word Mississippi. I think about slaves. I don't want to go.
I mean, rightfully.
That's all I think about.
Rightfully.
I don't even think about P Valley. I think about slaves.
Yeah.
First of all, P Valley, Chuckalisa is not a real place. Let's get that out.
Do you think they're talking about Shaw? Because I think they're talking about Shaw.
I think they're talking about like, so the way they make it seem that they're on the borderline, like Memphis or whatever.
I'm from one of Rivals.
Oh well, what's that?
I'm from the wartime where the goons don't lay down, baby.
What that mean?
No, that's just how we make ourselves feel special because we next to make it. We next to make it. So you gonna die out there? You gonna die over here where the goons don't lay down? Where you gonna die?
What's that, Michael? I'm from Clarksdale. Michael.
Michael asking questions.
That's because he ain't got nothing else to do. So I got a topic for y'all.
Okay.
Say y'all been dating a dude for a while, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
A while, like how long?
I don't know, like 2 months. All right, it's new. Okay. It's new, whatever. You know, you done went through the talking stages.
Okay, so it's still new.
Yeah, because it matters how long now.
You done went through the talking stages. You done did all the bull, whatever with them. Y'all riding in the car, and Lotto, big dick energy comes on.
I don't even know that song. How'd that go?
It's the
she just came out with Mariah, right?
Mariah Carey. Right. Say he rapping it word for word, bar for bar. The ad libs and everything. How would that make you feel?
What did it say? Can you give me a snapshot of the lyrics?
No.
He's probably somebody's boyfriend, and that's okay. We can't.
I don't know what the lyrics is. I can't.
It's a real feminine song.
What about WAP?
Wow,
that's a real feminine. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we probably couldn't.
I'm gonna have
friends though.
Say what?
I got questions.
Really? What if you just like music?
But the first question, you don't just learn a song just by like randomly hearing it. Like
You got to listen to it over and over.
You don't put this on repeat. If you don't put this on repeat, or who done been putting this on repeat and you've been over there? Like I got a lot of questions.
What if it's just on the gym playlist though?
I feel like the songs I know word for word are the ones I resonate with the most.
Yes.
So if you feel like,
babe, I know all the Summer Walker. I be like music.
But what if he's singing Summer Walker? So what if it's an R&B song?
I can get with that.
Because I be singing me myself.
About your wet.
Because I be singing. Oh well, that's true.
If you singing,
because I be singing me myself and I like I wrote it.
But it is about you, yourself, and you. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all you got in the
singing about a vagina.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah. Don't think about the vagina. Do you have one?
All right, so both of you, Keandra, you're a teacher.
Are you a teacher?
Yeah, girl.
At Abbott Elementary. Great show, by the way.
I love that show.
Amazing show.
It's a great show. Like, I think her watching her glow up has been like dope as hell. She being like
yeah, because she got money, girl.
Yep.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of like BuzzFeed videos and stuff like that.
Good.
So in Asia, you in the good old Air Force, Chair Force, gang. So microaggressions. What are some of the microaggressions y'all deal with like on the daily, even if like the subtle ones and the not so subtle ones? So who wants to take that one?
Well, I work in a predominantly white school now. It's about Hispanic and white. They about half and half, and then it's probably 10% black. The staff, my 8th grade team it's probably like 5 or 6 of us that are black. Mm-hmm. And so every day is like you can tell that sometimes there's like a little bit of sabotaging going on to see how well you can handle it, and God forbid you a Negro doing a better job than them. That's a whole nother ball game. So yeah, you just gotta, unfortunately, this year I've actually been active with like speaking up against it more in a professional way because they expect you to get hood or whatever. And so it's every day, like every single day, from staff, from white parents, like stay-at-home moms are the fucking worst. Like, so I mean, all across the board, and you just really got to keep your cool.
Yeah. So even like, do you think even like black people, we perpetuate the microaggressions amongst each other, or we just be like, yo?
I'm sure they do, but I haven't experienced it where I work at. I'm sure they do though. Like once they get into certain roles or positions of power, I'm sure.
That's a very common thing in our career. So, H, you want to? I know you got plenty.
So at work, it's only 3 of us there and a bunch of airmen. So I don't have that issue at work, but because I'm in Arkansas, I've had that issue outside of work. This week alone, I had it happen to me twice. Somebody wanted to touch my hair. What, lady?
Hey, lady?
I was at y'all. Jesus. I was in McDonald's minding my business, standing there waiting on my double fish sandwich. And this lady.
Okay, first of all, we need to talk. You're not going to breeze over that like you just didn't say.
I'll get a double fillet of fish.
Why are you eating fillet of fish?
Because that's what I like. You don't eat a fillet of fish?
No.
First of all, y'all ain't black. But I was in the line to get my double fish sandwich. Because you got to say sandwich when you say it.
But you're in Arkansas. I know damn well there's some good places to get good fish in Arkansas. It has to be.
Where they at?
Well, what part of Arkansas you at?
Jacksonville is what a base at. Ain't nothing outside the gate but Zaxby's, Chili's, and Waffle House.
Why do they call it Little Rock Air Force Base if it's not in Little Rock? Okay,
Thank you.
I thought it was in Little Rock.
No, sir, it's in Jacksonville.
How far is that from Little Rock?
Like 30 minutes, if that.
That makes zero sense.
Do anything make sense about the military?
No, they don't.
So I'm standing around to get my sandwich. Thank you. Look, he said the fish on the fish. Thank you. And I can hear two ladies behind me talking, but I'm minding my business because I'm in my uniform. So the lady tapped me on the shoulder, and she was like, "How did you get your hair like that?" I was like what? Looking at her like, bitch, what? So she was like, "How did you get your hair like that?" Like she said, "Did you get a perm? Is it a straw curl?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I just got some little tiny braids. They just call micro locks." And she said, "Well, how did you get the ends like that?" I said, "I sprayed some water and put some avocado oil and gone on out the day." And then she was like, "I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but do you mind if can I just steal one?"
No.
I told her no. I said, "No, ma'am, you cannot." And she was like, "Well, I wasn't trying to offend you." I said, "You didn't offend me." I said, "But
it's offensive.
To me, my hair carries energy." I was like, "And I don't know you, so I don't want your energy on me, period. Like the touching of the shoulder was something, but you want to put it in my head, which now you require me to go home and wash my hair. I don't want to do that." So I go to pick up my kid from school because he's sick. I ain't never met these people at the front desk. I walk in, the white lady was like, "Oh, you must be Aiden's mom." I was like, "What made you say that?" Because his last name Black, my last name Smith. She was like, "Oh, I just seen your hair." So because I got locks and my son got locks, you assume that we related.
Damn.
All the time.
You should have picked up a little white kid and just thrown him all up.
I said, "Oh, okay." So I looked at the black lady sitting there. She's a nurse. She was like, plus, girl, y'all look alike. I was like, okay, I've heard that before. But this bitch said because of my hair. We got different type of locks, first of all. But you think all the other little black children walking through these halls, my children, because they got locks? Exactly.
Yep. If you got to start it off like that, that's definitely what you're doing.
Because it's like saying, with all due respect, but you finna disrespect me. That's what you finna do.
Yeah, a white person at my job told me my hair, I think the very first time I wore it twisted out, she said it was very trendy.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I was like, trendy? I said, you mean the hair that's growing out of my head is trendy?
What's the trend about it?
Girl, who knows?
They finna go home and tease they hair, honey.
How you get it like that? Water. Water.
I be over these folks. My flight chief be calling the black boy Menudo. That boy name is not Menudo.
What's his name?
I don't want to tell you his name on live.
Okay, all right.
But that's not his name.
What they call him?
He call him Menudo.
Like the boy band? Like Ricky Martin?
I'm like, isn't that some type of food too? I said, why do you let? He is from Ghana. I said, why do you let him call you that? He was like, it don't bother me, ma'am. It need to. That is not your name. That has come from your daddy and your granddaddy and your great granddaddy and your great. You think they let folk call him Menudo?
Yeah, I don't know. I think. Here's the thing. I don't think when they do it, I don't think it.
He think it's funny.
No, but I don't think they racist. I don't think it's racist. I think they just.
No, they don't think they being racist. But that's the problem, though.
Then he asked me. He was like, "Hey Smith," I was like, "Yeah, I don't like you." He was like, "When the gangsters in the club, what they say?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't go to the club with gangsters." He was like, "Hey, baby." I said, "Is that what they say?" So he's like, "Hey, baby," when they say white folks, gangsters, and I'm like, "What?"
So he just do that randomly, like for no reason at all.
Yes.
You know what's funny? Like when I was in Korea, whatever, I worked in the office. I was like the only black dude in there at the time. And occasionally they would play music, whatever, right? So they playing like everything, right? But for some reason, it always seemed like when I would walk in, all of a sudden, Snoop Dogg, 3 6 Mafia is when I'd be like, okay, first of all, I like Fall Out Boy too. Y'all can play that. Right? Why y'all just got to sit here and play rap music? Because I don't want to be included. Just play whatever music you want to. That should be weird.
Then I play some old shit that ain't even cool no more.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. 3 6 Mafia, but when they play old shit like who's saying?
I wish it was a little bit
Naughty by Nature, they be playing old shit that that's before my time.
I mean, I think I get like the little microaggressions just about every day being here.
Because you finance.
Yeah. I'm the big black dude. I'm the big black dude in finance. But the crazy part about this finance office, it's about 4 black people that work here. So, but I think just in general, when people see me walking around, they just be like, I shaved it down, but my beard was a little bit crazy at one point. I was just like, ugh. So I went through a phase where I didn't cut my hair for like, I didn't get a haircut. This is when I was going through my little depression bout or whatever. I didn't get a haircut, shave, or do nothing. And every time I would walk in somewhere, they would look at me just like
he finna blow us up.
Yeah, but then when I speak or start talking about stuff, they would just be like, oh, okay. I had to make them feel safe or something. It's weird.
Make them feel safe.
Nah.
Sometimes having to make somebody feel safe. Go the extra mile to make you feel safe. Like, why is that my job?
Really? That's literally been my entire life, to try to disarm people and make them feel safe. Like as soon as I walk in, because they always expect me to be like, I guess I get an intimidating presence. I don't think I'm intimidating at all.
You wear glasses. A nigga with glasses ain't intimidating.
What?
That's fucked up.
You know what though?
I slap your glasses off your face. Then what you gonna do? Because you can't see.
I'm gonna squint real hard.
You gonna be like, you bitch.
You know what? They do be nice to me when I got my glasses on.
Yeah, because you don't look scary.
You know, you look just.
You look like a nigga who can't see.
And I can't.
Yep.
I've been wearing the wrong prescription for the past 6 months.
You don't care.
Because I don't want to buy no new glasses.
Mess yourself up in the long run.
Oh, trust me. Oh, like what was it? Like 2 weeks ago, when I was I had a blurry vision. I was like, I don't know what's wrong. It was like, you blind, nigga. You're blind. So.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree. Brown kids too. Like I said, I work. Okay, I'm an 8th grade teacher. These kids probably 13, 14.
Yeah.
And some of the white teachers all the time, like, what's that kid's name right there? He looks like trouble, or what are you up to? Or they'll stop them in the hall, ask what they doing, but let the other white kids who are known fucking assholes, like little pricks, just roam the hall, do whatever they want to. I had a teacher ask me once about one of my kids. He's like a Honduran or something, really sweet. I mean, the sweetest young man. And we were outside for recess. And she goes, what's that kid's name right there in the blue hoodie? He looks like trouble. I said, who, Brian? I was like, actually, he's very sweet. Like, I got no problems out of him whatsoever. How the fuck he look like trouble?
What does trouble look like?
Girl, you're saying this to a black person. Why does he look like a trouble? Is it his hoodie? Like, it just stupid. It's stupid stuff like that all the time. The Karen, me and the other black teachers joke around all the time. Like, the Karen thing don't just be out in the parks or at the stores. That shit is real at the schools. Because at the white schools, you got a few black kids too, and they get it the worst because they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. They can't say nothing. They can't tell their parents. Like, they can't do nothing.
Dang.
Well, let me tell you.
I've never experienced a Karen like moment in my life. I've always kind of wanted
to. Except for work, and it's not towards me, but me, like in public, no.
When you said
I just want to see one. Like, I just want to
know what you.
I don't know if I want to see one. Like, because I feel like I would intervene. Like, if it's somebody else, I wouldn't just pull out my phone and record. Like, I feel like I would get in it. Like,
I hate it.
Would help them or something. I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna say something. Like, I'm one of those people. I always have to say something.
Definitely.
Need something. Say something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. That's snitching.
My son talking about V-Bucks.
He's still playing Fortnite. V-Bucks. I got a random charge for about $250 one time for some V-Bucks.
Do you play it? Like what?
No. Oh. I forgot to take it off the
oh, you know what? I'm mad at it.
Got me for $250. I was just like, hold
up. Let me tell y'all about. Okay, since we were talking about microaggression, so I had a flight chief. He used to walk around the office singing "Swing Low," white man. I said, why are you singing it? He was like, it's just a song. I was like, no, it's not just a song.
Oh, Negro spiritual.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I said, no, that's a Negro spiritual. And we had a contractor, And he kept saying, no, it's just a song. She was like, no. I said, that's a Negro spiritual. And she was like, that the slaves used to sing to uplift their spirits. She was like, when people like you had them picking cotton.
Ooh.
Y'all.
Did he
not only that, he asked to touch my friend's hair. He asked to touch my friend's hair. So when it was time for me to out process this location, he was our superintendent. I saw him in the hallway. I was like, do I really need to come talk to you? Or can you just sign my paper and so I can get the fuck on out of there? And I seen him at the schoolhouse. He was one of the people at the schoolhouse. So he probably brought this racism to the schoolhouse, honey.
Yeah, he was
singing it, walking around the office, singing it like it's happy days.
Like, why do they even think that's okay? Like, why would you think that's okay? Like, you know where this damn song came from.
I said, they be ignorant. They be ignorant as hell. They really don't. You'll be amazed like how clueless. Like in the military, we meet like so many different people because we all come from like different places, whatever. Like you have some people that haven't seen a black person until they actually join the military. They'll be like, and they are just really ignorant about like everything. It's crazy.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna move on to a more fun topic. What's the worst first date you've ever had, or just or terrible date in general?
Okay.
Try to blur out the names.
So I had it wasn't really a date. It was more like a coming over and smashing type situation. This man came over with a hamper and was trying to wash clothes. So I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you always bringing clothes over here? What are you bringing clothes over here for? So I'm like, okay, maybe his washing machine broke, maybe his dryer broke. The man was living in his car. So one night I was going to my other side nigga house. So he was leaving. We didn't smash this night, but he was leaving. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him a few minutes and then I'm gonna leave. And I go out the door and I see his car parked in one of the little visitor spots. He was sleeping in the car.
Man. I got a question. I got a question.
Honey, I called my friend. I was like, girl, this nigga sleep in the car.
What was the fill out process prior to this though? He ain't getting no telltale signs like he live in the car.
You know,
like what you doing?
Just somebody in the club. They fine. He was fine. He was tall. That's I need fine and tall. I ain't paying attention to where you change your clothes at because that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh man.
When you come to my house, you smell clean, you look clean, you clean. Your clothes don't smell like mildew, so I know that you washing and drying them.
Dang.
But where's you doing this at?
At the laundromat.
Y'all, he would bring a hamper, and I'm like, what the fuck is? I called my friend, girl, why is he bringing a hamper? He keep bringing a hamper over here, but he ain't paying the water bill. So why is he bringing a hamper? He did. It smelled like something that was in Bath and Body Works, and you might have been probably with black ice. He was rubbing it on.
Oh, mahogany. That's not mahogany teak wood.
Mahogany teak wood, and he was using black ice. Yeah. So it was.
Wait a minute, how long did this go on? That he just?
We can talk later. So he came over 3 times, and it stopped at 3 times because I knew that song was off. I was like, this nigga's crazy, and he used to be singing Justin Timberlake to me. Like when we sitting on the couch, I'm like, this nigga's crazy. Facts. It was good, but he was a little strange.
Wait, he was singing Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, he used to be singing Justin Timberlake.
What song?
I'm in love with that girl. That's what he was singing.
That man needed a place to stay.
He wasn't finna get it for me.
Zeus, please. Hold on, my dog.
Is that the legendary Zeus?
That is puppy. I had to sit on the floor so I could charge my computer.
This man, and then he was a prior Marine, and I know they kind of be crazy anyway. So I'm like, okay.
Dang, so he used to be he was a Marine and he was homeless. Like I feel like it's programs for that.
But it's a lot of homeless military people. It's a lot of them.
There's hella programs for that, but they just don't really like.
Yep. But he ain't even
pride
to be homeless. Cause you is the most cleanest. I got gas in my car. I got a job. It's homeless person I ever met.
Some people just can't.
And come to find out, he was. So when he would get paid, he would spend some nights in the Suite 1 in Newport News, the in-town suites in Newport News.
Oh,
that's the worst. That's one of the worst ones.
Baby, I guess that's all he could afford. Cause he invited me over to his place, and I went to in-town suites.
Wait, what type of car you had?
Impala. It was burgundy. He was like, so fine.
What year was it?
I ain't telling you.
I don't know who it is. I know who it is. But I have a theory about people.
Impalas.
I always got a theory about niggas who drive Impalas.
It was a burgundy one with some peanut butter looking color seats, but they were cloth seats.
People who drive Impalas should all be like criminals. They are criminals. Nobody drives an Impala on purpose.
He had did some time. He did some time in jail in Texas. He told me it all when
he was all bad.
Say what?
He was all bad. Like
he did some time there. He did some time in the mental facility. I had to just let him go. I was like, nah, baby.
Look, I'm glad you was just like, you know what?
You know, back in my whole phase. Just like, I went through my whole phase, so I wasn't trying to be tied down to no psycho nigga. So.
All right, Keandra, you can go ahead and try to.
Okay.
Just give a bad dating experience, whatever.
So this was real intro, like first or second. It had to be the first date with this dude, actually. We had did a lot of texting beforehand. But
you in Atlanta, because I know you probably getting all types of.
You probably got some
crazy
creepy niggas.
Right. I had some good, some bad, some, But so we met up at this place, this pizza place, black owned. It was good. We sitting there eating, drinking. He got his food, I got mine, and then I know for a fact I saw him look at his phone to probably check his balance. Like he looked to check his phone. And then he gave the waitress his card and then went to the bathroom. So he stayed in there for a while. She came back to the table to tell me that the card declined. And I was just like, excuse me? And so she was like, well, the card declined. I was like, you have another card? I was like, well, that's not my card. And so I had kind of started putting pieces together, and I was like, oh, what if, because he was still in the bathroom this whole time. So I was like, okay, I'll just pay. And so I ended up paying, and I didn't bring it up. Then he came out the bathroom. We good, whatever, go home. Later on that night, I jokingly brought it up, like, oh, next date gonna have to be somewhere fancy because I had to pay for today's food. And he didn't deny it because he already knew, and he never mentioned like taking me out again or giving me my money back or nothing. But that nigga dead ass tried to say that he would pay me back in head. It was some clever way that he said that, but I was like, nigga, like why would I let you? I think I ended up just going out. I was like, our food was like $25-$30. Like, what? Like, long story short, that was it. We didn't go out anymore after that. Like, I stopped talking. Comment on anything on socials, I would just ignore it. Like, you're a bum.
How do you measure head?
With much, I don't know.
With $30.
I don't know.
So the dating pool really do got pee in it?
Yeah,
floating.
It does.
That dating pool got something.
He tried to get free food. Exactly. So basically, he picked out this restaurant too. I want to add that. Like, he picked out this place. He the one that was getting like multiple slices of pizza. He want to add wings too. He want to get drinks. Like, he want like, literally. I know for a fact. I'm obviously not looking at his phone, but he was looking at something before he went to the bathroom, and I know it was his.
Maybe he had a bill that came in at the last moment. He had it on auto pay
at the same time.
Nah, sometimes that should be pending. You can.
That might be why he kept checking to see if it was pending.
But this what I'm gonna say. This what I'm gonna say because I'm mature now. At the moment in my life where I couldn't afford a $30 meal a few years ago, I wasn't dating. So he shouldn't have been dating at all. There have been times where I've only had $30 in my account, but those are not times that I'm fucking with anybody or trying to fuck with nobody. Because I got $30 in my account. Why am I dating? Like, you know,
I got $30. You got two. We got $32.
I've definitely tried to finagle the last little $17 in my account before. I've definitely, as a man,
on a date or just you by yourself?
I'm not. It was like one of them things where you kind of go meet up somewhere. It was like at a Dave and Buster's. I was like, okay, so I can play ball.
No.
So I came there.
You had those pending payments. You right. But this was like
came there with like $40.
It was the weekend. It was middle of the day. Like, no.
That's the perfect time when they come. Cause banks close at a certain time, so that means they gotta stop from pending to this is it by a certain time.
But even if that was the case, he would have properly tried to give me my money back. I feel like you would have thought
till next paycheck.
I don't know.
And somebody back in head for $40 is wild as shit though.
Who the hell want him? Like, come on.
Like for dudes, I can see how to measure it for dudes. But how do you measure that for female?
You can't measure that for dudes. We just.
But I mean, dudes.
You would just pay for it.
We just kind of simple. We just easy to please. I don't think you can really measure because I still don't want my $40. I appreciate it, but I still want my money back.
Right, exactly. Like, hey, run me that back. I'm just glad it wasn't no fancy ass restaurant. Like, I'm glad it was pizza.
I would have said, girl, let me pay for my part.
Right, and you know what? As I reflect, that's what I should have did. Like, left his broke ass there in the bathroom to pay for his half because he got more food than I did. I only got a damn two slices of pizza, maybe.
So on that, right? You know how y'all been saying a little thing about if we go out as a group, do we split the check 3 ways or do I pay?
This just happened to me on Sunday, and I was pissed the fuck. So this just happened to me on Sunday, and it pissed me off. And usually so I got invited to a birthday thing. It was about 15 people. I only knew the birthday girl and like one other person there, but I'm all for birthdays. Like, I'll drop everything I'm doing to come celebrate a birthday. We went to this restaurant here where you have to, when you book the reservation, you have to pay per person charge, so $20-$25. But that fee that you pay covers your food unless you go over it. So everybody eating, drinking, having a good time. This is my favorite brunch spot. I go here all the time, so I know what my meal gonna cost. I basically ate enough to meet my threshold so that I didn't have to pay extra. Right. Well, the bill come out. The per person fee is just $20. I got a $16 brisket hash and a damn $3 bowl of grits. And the ticket come out and everybody like, well, let's just split it in half. Everybody's seeing $45. 45 y'all bitches got dessert and 3 entrees and a drink and mimosas and bottomless mimosa, all this stuff, and I only got a brisket and some grits. The bill. Nah.
So everybody who got desserts and stuff, y'all pay their part.
Right. I think in a small intimate setting with my people, I don't mind splitting the check, but
so what about that? You seen that one?
I ain't even know everybody's name, and y'all won't split the check even. Nah, I'm not for it. I'm sorry.
You seen that one post when the girl asked, like, I feel like if I go to a birthday dinner, the boyfriend should pay for everybody.
Oh, I seen that.
What y'all think of that?
My nigga not paying for my.
I was just about to say my man ain't paying for you bitches. So.
No, no, that's not happening.
Your own man.
That's weird too. I feel like that's weird.
I got a question.
Like you can pay for the drinks. If my man want to buy some drinks, if we at the club and he want to buy some drinks, cool, thank you, baby. Buy some drinks.
Yeah. Right.
But
when did brunch become like so popular? Like,
I don't know.
Popping though. I know like Virginia, because I know like in Virginia, brunch was just like in Virginia was just like a weekend sport. Like you wake up Saturday morning.
They want to get together. They want to get together and drink. And if I got to drink orange juice with my liquor, I'm going to drink orange juice with my liquor and have these mimosas and be jolly.
I didn't know mimosas. I used to look at mimosas like I thought mimosas was just like a juice. I was like, man, this is just juice. It ain't going to do nothing to you until the first time I had one.
Just a splash though. I can't.
Nah, I be The first time I had mimosas, I killed like 8 mimosas at one time. I was like, it's just 8 of these things. It ain't nothing but juice. I was drunk on my ass.
You going home feeling real cute.
No, I almost died. Like when I got home.
Oh shit!
I had a headache as soon as I got in the door.
Because champagne gives me a headache.
So all right, so we gonna go ahead and wrap it up because hold on, it started as day parties.
Yeah, I couldn't get with the day party wave when I moved to Atlanta. Like the day, I'm like, why on the Lord's day would I go and try to go party during the daytime? Like I feel like I get the idea of it, but I'm okay. I don't want to drink in the middle of the day.
So you don't do brunch on Sundays?
I do brunch, but I ain't getting like I feel like with day party, the object is you're going to the club during the daytime. You try and get fucked up, dance, whatever. I don't want to do that during the day. Like
I used to drink
I don't want to do it on a Sunday. It's just something about that Monday trying to recover.
If you got to go to work the next day, I just can't.
But then why you do? It's a day party. So if you partying at 2 p.m., you should be well and rested and recovered by 9 a.m.
No, because girl, my body will be hurting even if I'm not hungover. Now my back hurt.
You need to go play some music.
What was that moment? What was that first moment when you was out kicking it, and that old age pain kicked in? Like what was that moment? I remember that exact moment.
Like, or my knees are like, damn, I need to sit down or something. Like,
mine happened when I was at the Med Hooch and I was drinking and I was so drunk. And I was trying to do the busted challenge. And they're thinking I was on my ass.
You just flat out busted.
I was just on my ass and my superintendent came in, gave me a hand and told me to get up. And then I saw him in the commissary. He was like, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah." It was the soju and tequila had me on my ass, knowing I got bad knees.
I don't think that moment hit me until the first time after I turned 30 and I went to go play basketball. And I played like 2 games. Young me could play like 8 games and be fine. But after them 2 games, I was sore for like 2 months. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no. 30 hit different. I turned 30 in August and stuff already starting to hurt. I can't even eat certain foods no more. Like without it.
I can't eat ice cream. Look.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, this is what it's like.
I'm not giving in.
You know what's funny? It gets worse. It gets worse. Just wait till it starts raining outside and you're like, ooh, Lord, my knees. You're gonna start predicting the weather like, Lord.
Y'all gotta stop claiming that stuff. Don't claim that now.
Whatever.
I'm in my prime, baby.
My knee hurting right now. It's definitely gonna be like 38 degrees tomorrow. I guarantee it.
I'm in my prime. These young hoes ain't finna out twerk me. So
Lord.
don't claim. I'm not claiming.
Look, I'm gonna need you to retire.
I'm not retiring until I can't walk.
It definitely kick in at 30. Like I can't even look at a jug of milk.
Yeah, no. Spicy food too. Like I can't do it.
I got a little IBS.
Look, every Thanksgiving we get ready to eat. I know I'm gonna get some mac and cheese. I'm like, let me go stop.
Go get some lactate.
I'm gonna get that lactate and be like, oh yeah, it's go time now.
You don't get like that when you drinking though? Do you get like that when you drink? I do. When I drink, that's it.
No, so for some reason now it takes a lot for me to get drunk now.
Yeah.
Like,
was that pre-Korea or after Korea?
So I've been to Korea twice. So the first time I went to Korea, I wasn't a drinker. Then I started hanging with some friends, and they were all alcoholics. And they watched this. They was like, and that's how I learned how to drink. So then by the time I got when I got the VA, we used to go to this club called Origami.
Yeah.
And I was good. I was good drinking then too. But then the second time I went to Korea, I was great then too. Like I would kill whole bottles of Hennessy.
Yeah. Oh really?
You talking about the last time right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
be getting so pissed when I be sitting at home drinking and then I'm just like not getting drunk and I done drunk a whole bottle. I'm like, damn. I got me some soju over here now. And
now I drink wine though. Like I don't even
drunk.
Yeah, wine is it for me.
I'm a wine and tequila. I'm a wine and tequila dude. Like, I used to love Hennessy though, but I don't
put the shot in your wine.
No, I haven't reached that level yet. I don't think I want to reach that.
Thank me later, okay. I get me some good old cheap box wine, right? And then I put my shot of.
I'm not drinking. I'm never drinking box wine. Like my sister is a legendary box wine drinker.
Yeah.
Like she don't. All she needs is her weed and her box wine, and she.
I drink my box wine. I just put a shot of some real liquor in there.
Okay, it's already. I'm about to say that.
Yes, I drank Taylor Port wine.
Oh, okay. First of all, Taylor Port isn't wine. That's Hennessy disguised as.
No, it ain't.
I ain't never had it, but I've heard.
I drank that Taylor Port out the bottle.
If you can't afford no strong liquor for the night, go get you a bottle of $7 bottle of Taylor Port. You get the same effects.
Yep.
Exact same thing. All right, so I got one more question so we can wrap it up. We're gonna keep this thing short. We're all in our 30s. What's some things you wish you knew when you was younger, going into your 30s?
I wish I would have been not pop lock and dropping it so that way I can bust it right now. That's what I wish. I wish I would have saved my knees for now because they got all these dances and I can't even damn do them.
Now they got the too loud challenge and the only thing loud is your knees.
Yeah. That's what I wish. I was a twerking queen back then and now I can't do shit.
I probably would have traveled earlier, I think. Like start traveling earlier. Because I feel like I did. Well, ain't no such thing as too late. But when I started, I was like, damn, I should have been doing this. Like, it's so much more to see. Instead of spending money on silly stuff back when I was younger, I should have invested. Definitely investing too. Like learning more about that back then.
I wish I would have took better care of my shoes. As crazy as that sounds. I know that sounds like wow, but
you would have been up out the military, baby. You would have sold on shoes like fuck y'all. I'm out.
Look, every Jordan, I'd be looking at online and it'd be like, oh, they paying $2,000 for this. I'd be like, damn, I had that. I was in I remember wearing them at a little Scrappy concert, jumping around and shit. I was like, I'm an idiot. All right, so look, man, I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. It's a great episode. Appreciate y'all input. So before I sign out, y'all got anything y'all want to plug? Your socials, anything?
My Instagram is Keandre G all together.
Yeah, think about it.
I be changing it a lot. But yeah, just my first name, last initial G on Instagram. I do follow back. That's the only thing I'm on as far as platforms heavy. And Facebook, of course.
All right, Aisha. Album dropping soon. Got a mixtape. Working on playlists.
I've been working on my bars when I be in the shower. Okay. So my Instagram and my Snapchat, they both the same. Legs, LEGZ _ galore. GALORE.
Are you tall?
I am.
Oh, okay.
And I do my shit ain't private, so follow if you want to.
Sure will.
You got the TikTok going yet?
No. I ain't no TikToker.
All right, and I'm Kenyon Hudson on Facebook, or Hood, as most people call me. You can follow me on Instagram at Big LA. You know, and under, I don't know why I did it because of LL Cool J, whatever, because he be wilding. I was just like,
see, I get it.
You gotta spell LA.
It's ELLAY, right?
I spell it how he say it. Apparently, that's not how you supposed to spell it, but it is what it is. Because no one's ever really called him that, and no one's ever called me that. So, but so, and then I got the Various Negroes Talking Facebook page. Tap in on that. And I'm gonna get the Instagram going soon. I gotta be a little bit more active on that, but I don't really like picking up my phone that much recently. All this terrible
content planners. They saved my life.
What?
A content planner where you actually go on the app, you make them in advance and you schedule them and it just posts it for you.
What that is, girl? What you do?
I'm the little social media manager for two companies, and that's what I do because I ain't got with teaching. I don't have time to be on that shit every day, girl.
Okay, I appreciate that too.
Content, you make them shit in advance. You pick the day and the time, and you already type out the caption, and they do it for you.
Let me go follow you right now because I got questions.
Okay.
All right, so thank y'all everybody for joining. This is HUD, Various Negroes Talking, episode 7. I'm not gonna change the name. And before I go, I have to do my little sign off. Your girl isn't your therapist. Your barber isn't your therapist. Your nail technician isn't your therapist. Your wax lady isn't your therapist.
Your therapist is your therapist.
Therapist is your therapist. So if you need help, seek help. Also, for the church people, your pastor isn't your therapist. They're gonna tell you they need help too. So
right, and you can have God and therapy. Let's throw that in there too, because they think that you got to pick.
Yep. So you heard what she said. So episode 7. Thank y'all.